Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Well. The Americans stopped using a certain kind of drone from flying over the Black Sea, that is in the proximity of Russia, Ukraine. In this case, I'm mentioning only those two countries because they are the main point in foreign affairs right now. Now, obviously, the Russians, this article I have it from Sputnik, which is a Russian media outlet, will justify this by the fact that the Americans got the hint and they're scared shitless. Therefore, they will not dare to come closer to their coast. After the Russians downed a Reaper drone, surveillance, reconnaissance spy drone. Now, obviously, in reality, things could be, actions could be interpreted in many ways, and obviously the Russians want to interpret it like this: you guys are scared, we smacked you over your big bang. Well, the Americans obviously can justify it by many ways, saying, well, it's just temporarily, we had to adjust, we don't use them anymore, we're not afraid, it's just a change of plan, we do this, but it's just a coincidence that it kind of, in the Russians' assessment, happened close to those events. I don't think could be a relationship necessarily. But let's see what the Russians are claiming it is. So this article comes from Sputnik, as I mentioned, and it is from today, April 20th, 2023. US has stopped flying Global Hawk surveillance drones over Black Sea. Flight tracker. The US has completely stopped flying its Global Hawk unmanned surveillance aircraft over the Black Sea following the incident with a US MQ-9 Reaper drone in the Black Sea waters of Russia's Crimea. Data from the Flight Trader 24 tracker website and analyzed by Sputnik has shown. Well, I don't know if that's why, okay? It happens after that, but a lot of things happen that, many things that are not necessarily related to that downing of that drone. To be fair, in mid-March, the US government alleged that a Russian fighter jet dumped fuel and collided with a US MQ-9 Reaper drone flying near Crimea, eventually landing its operator to bring what the hell is going on? Its operators to bring the unmanned aircraft into the Black Sea. I'm tired right now. Russia denied attacking the drone in any way, saying the drone operators' poor and sharp maneuvering resulted in the aircraft falling into the Black Sea. Whatever it was, I think if you look at the drone's propeller, they did something to it. Nevertheless, the whole incident occurred in the Black Sea, close to the Crimean Peninsula, and eventually the drone nose dived in the Black Sea. According to Flight Trader 24's archive of tracks, the last time a US Global Hawk drone flew over the Black Sea off the coast of Crimea was on March 21. Since then, US unmanned surveillance aircraft based in Italy's Sicily have not entered the airspace over the Black Sea. Before that, since the launch of Russia's special military operation in Ukraine on February 24, 2022, the US military had been making an average of 8 to 10 reconnaissance flights per month over the sea. From March 21st to April 20th, US Global Hawk's drone made only 3 flights from the airbase in Sicily, according to the tracker website. However, these flights have been made within the boundaries of the Romanian airspace, at a distance of over 400 kilometers, 248 miles from Crimea, outside the range of drones' radar systems, which are capable of receiving radar images of an area at a maximum range of 200 kilometers. Well, if you look at this justification, could be a connection there. A source familiar with the matter has confirmed to Sputnik that the last time a US Global Hawk surveillance drone flew over the Black Sea off the coast of Crimea was on March 21st. And I'm quoting, following the incident with the American Reaper drone, which fell into the waters of the Black Sea on March 14th, Global Hawks made only 2 more flights over the Black Sea. On March 17 and March 21st, both at a range no closer than 140 kilometers from the southern coast of Crimea, the source says. So the drones did not come closer since then. Apparently, I'm quoting, apparently the US command considered further flights in this area impractical. On the other hand, the amount of information received by a drone at such a range is sharply reduced. On the other hand, after March 14th, the American side faced the danger of losing such equipment, as a Global Hawk is several times more expensive than a Reaper and is loaded with the most advanced equipment. Well, that could be another reason, but doesn't mean that that's the exact reason why. The Northrop Grumman RQ-4 Global Hawk is a high-altitude unmanned surveillance aircraft operated by the US Air Force as a high-altitude, long-endurance platform to collect intelligence and support forces in the worldwide military operations. Global Hawks are capable of flying for up to 36 hours at a distance of up to 22,000 kilometers. The drones are equipped with various reconnaissance equipment, including radar, optical tracking systems, and infrared sensors. So, believe me, don't believe me, but please listen to me. Money is not an issue. So, the issue is not that the US drone was shot down and we lost, I don't know how much money it costs to build one. Money is not an issue. They can print as much money as they want, and they can also type the zeros how many they want. All right, it's not about where you have to have the gold or you have no, they will no, there's not a problem. The problem, let's see what the problem could be. I think the problem could be on two fronts, which actually are related. One, the drone will not come back. That's the main thing. Well, it could not come back on two circumstances, under two circumstances. One, shut down, which will be embarrassing for the United States of America because US will not do again anything about it. Or maybe just, hijacked with electronic warfare technology and have it land in Russia. Now, that would be bad. I think the second option is even worse than the first one. So otherwise, they will just, if they will be certain that that drone will not be shut down, or if they are certain, or they expect not to be hijacked by the electronic warfare systems operated by the Russians, then I guarantee you the drones will continue their little surveillance thing. But the problem is they're not ready to do anything about it. Therefore, they should not send it so they don't embarrass themselves again. And the other one, avoid the risk, which is even worse than the first one, the embarrassment, okay? Because they've already been, embarrassed once. The second time is not going to be as newsworthy as the first one. So, do you think that's the reason why? Because they shut down that one? I think it is. I mean, for these two reasons. I don't think we're going to hijack it. We're going to shoot it down, and you're not going to do anything about it. You're going to show weakness to the other weasels that are your vassal states, and that's not a good thing. Empires cannot show weaknesses, because if they show weaknesses, the weasels are going to start a little revolution, if you know what I mean, and then you're going to have a fall of Bastille, and then a lot of heads will be chopped by the guillotine, okay? Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just.